to professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That sounds a lot better. Hello, welcome to the motherfucking show.
Welcome to the motherfucking show.
Yeah, so welcome to Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox, and this is...
You know who it is.
Mr.
Mr. Prim. What's good? I'm standing in for BDot today.
Yeah, what we decided to do today, because we had some conflicts, is the Congressman is taking over the motherfucking show today.
We up in this biatch. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get explicit.
So the Congressman consists of Intox and Mr. Prim. And like we've been saying on the show for the past few weeks is the Congressman album, We the People, will be out July 4th. So you can get that on all your digital sites.
Exactly, yo. And if y'all didn't get the first album, go check that shit out too. I'm still promoting for the old shit.
Yeah, the first one is still out there too.
You know what I'm saying? And that one was called We Approve This Message.
We approve this message.
So we you know what I mean? Still trying to get that message out there, but it's we the people now.
Yeah. It's a collective.
We all got to stand aboard.
And we all got to stand together.
Right. So that's where that one's coming on. It's coming on some levels like that. Let's stand together and not against each other.
Right. That's the big thing in this world right now is we've forgotten how much power we the people actually hold. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like that's the biggest thing, and it's in everything. Mm-hmm. It's at work. Mm-hmm. It's in your schools. Mm-hmm. It's with your community. We've got so disconnected from each other in so many ways, and we've talked about that, on the show plenty of times, is we got to get back to unity and one and connecting and rebuilding with each other because that's where we fell off. You know?
Definitely, yeah. We fell off without talking to each other the way we should, you know what I'm saying, and just chopping it up. Most of the time, you can figure that shit out, man, in a decent little conversation. You know what I mean? And
the thing is most people, in our circles, we're talking, we're doing it, we're talking to each other. We've been saying things, It's just we never thought we had the platform. We forgot about the music. The music when we did the first Congressman album that came out in 2009. Yeah, we did that album in play with Obama when Obama came out. Right. We were like, boom, let's ride this wave and let's go with him and let's start talking with him. And all of that transcribed.
It made sense. He was talking about change and shit. Right. Like, damn, change makes sense, nigga. Let's change some shit around this bitch.
Exactly. That's where we were at. That was our mind frames.
And then, that all happened and nothing changed.
Remember I did a song later where I had one of the lines where I was like 2 years later and we still waiting for change. It's
right.
When did the change, when was the change going to happen?
When was I supposed to get this extra change in my pocket? Because you know what I mean? Because like some niggas might have been thinking that. You know what I mean? Like he said change. Mm-hmm. Let me get some change.
Right.
But did they get some extra change? No.
Right.
Get pretty much nothing, nigga.
Not much came out of that. As we, when we really look back, like you got to really look back and think about what actually changed or what was different or what did we have to build on? There wasn't a lot when you really looked at it.
I mean, I think we actually lost more shit. Nigga, Walmart don't even, hold up. Let me stop saying nigga a lot. But at the same time though, Walmart ain't even 24 hours no more.
Right.
That shit used to be 24 hours.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I used to go there, late night looking for shit. Like, man, I know there'll be some shit in here, and then I ain't got to deal with the people because, I got the PTSD shit. So I'll be like, I don't be around a lot of motherfuckers. So I'll be like, yo, let me
go when it's quiet.
Go when it's nobody in this bitch.
Right. Get your shit
Can't
and
do
get the
that
fuck
no
out.
More.
Right.
Can't do that no more.
Yeah. Well, at least not 2 a.m.
So I feel like
you got to go at like 11.
Right.
Right as it closes, Right,
but
then that's the rush probably, right? Everybody's in there at 11 trying to get the rush.
Motherfuckers are in there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was the pandemic moment. That was during the pandemic when motherfuckers was like, they trying to, keep too many people from one spot. That's what tells you they're trying to keep us from organizing.
Correct. They're trying to keep us from organizing.
That's what that tells you.
The unity. They're trying to keep us from reuniting.
We need the unity strength. You know what I'm saying? That's like what Black said in the song.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the album. Y'all going to hear this shit.
Oh, that's part of it too, right? We're going to play some songs today from the new album. You'll get them early because this drops Friday, which is I think is like the 30th or 31st, something like that.
Right.
And then the album will be out on the 4th. So yeah.
July 4th, Independence Day.
Exactly.
The Congressmen. You feel me?
We the people.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And we got a video too.
Yeah, we got a video
A
coming.
little small one.
Yeah, we might actually premiere that earlier than July 4th, but we'll stick around. Stick around. You'll have to see what's up.
Yep, definitely.
Pay attention to the Instagrams.
In the airwaves.
In the airwaves. ppeintox, AwkwardIntel. What's it? Mr. Prim, aka what's your shit?
All my shit.
What's your Instagrams?
My Instagrams, you catch me with Cooking with Prim or iArt Lorenzo. You know what I'm saying? And like that shit right there, I'm doing my art, I'm doing my fucking cooking shit. Cause I'm trying to talk. This is the stuff that means a lot to me.
Right.
So like, I'd be like, yo, I want to get back to doing art. I said that a couple years ago. I said, yo, I want to get back to drawing and doing art. My son do art. Check him out. You know what I mean? We'll throw all that in there. All that shit.
We'll throw it on the screen and stuff.
Like,
yeah.
I was like, yo, let me start drawing some shit, and then I could draw people and get paid for this shit. You know
Characters or whatever, right?
Because I drew a portrait of Eddie Murphy in the movie what's that fucking shit called?
Boomerang?
No, not Boomerang. It was
He's like not that far back.
The cop joint.
Oh, 48 Hours or some shit?
I think it was Beverly Hills.
Hills Cop. That's what it is.
So I drew this in high school, and everybody loved it, bro. And it was like,
tell that quick story.
Perfect, bro.
Tell that quick story. Remember you were saying your dad didn't even.
He even
believe
said it. Yeah.
But did he say it on the show?
Did he say that on the show? I
He
don't
might
know.
have. I don't know.
Or we was just talking about that.
Maybe we was talking about it later. Yeah. We was talking about it later.
But yeah, I drew that shit.
They hung it up in the school.
Yeah.
Right.
And then my pops run through, like I guess there was parent teacher conference day or some shit like that.
Right.
And he came through and I was like, yeah, I drew that. And he was like,
he was like, all right, cool, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. He didn't really believe me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He just was like, okay, cool.
But you know what I'm saying? Right. But when I brought it home, because, they give you your shit back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I remember I drew this. He's like, oh shit, I thought you was bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, man. I drew that shit. But like, I want to get back into doing that. And then I'm like, man, I'll do your portraits. So I'm saying that I'll do your portraits. Send me a picture you like. I'll draw a portrait.
And draw it
and
in your style, right?
And it will look like you, bro.
Right.
Hand
do like
drawn.
you could do like what, charcoal or pix or
I use all
crayon or whatever, like
charcoal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nice painting, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey,
So-
that's a service that you can provide. You know what I mean? Is you can say, hey, send me a thing. I'll do a portrait of you, and we'll figure it out from there. You know?
Right.
So yeah, definitely. That's another service that we can provide.
Yep. All that, man. So like that, then I'm gonna start doing my Cooking with Prim shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be on my I'm getting my food out there. I'm letting people know, and most of the time people know I cook a little bit and shit.
He's probably the best
My close circle
cook in the circle. Yeah.
they like, yo, that nigga be cooking that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo,
if he's cooking some shit, I'm usually like, I'm on my way.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, pull up
Come
on the
see
block,
what's up.
nigga. This shit is popping. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I'm offering that service, but but I ain't doing it for free. I'll pull up on your city.
Yeah. There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Like,
Do a pop up, man. That's
Yeah.
what they call them. Just do a pop up. Pull up, do a pop up.
just you could yo, I swear to God, I'll stay in the Holiday Inn.
Right.
Like or
do
the fucking
do it right out
Motel
the parking
6,
lot.
Motel
right?
6.
Do it right out the parking lot.
Pull up, or I might have people there. I don't need a spot. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Link up with people who can do a
And
spot for you.
I'll cook in the kitchen for you, your family, or whoever, and it's gonna be some good shit.
Right.
Like it's gonna taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like I'm trying to get that going. My little personal chef shit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And I like that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit is fun to me to cook food.
Somebody was telling me that they thought like, because they noticed you cooking and doing all those things and stuff, and they were like, They were like, it seems like it calms you. It calms you down. It kind of focuses you in and just gives you something to focus on.
It's therapeutic, man.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
it's like what you're doing is you're mixing ingredients. You know what I'm saying? And like a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Of course, you taste that. You know what I mean? You know some shit already. You know what I mean? That's going to automatically work.
Right.
You know what I mean? You already know that. And then you're like, how can I add this and make this more better and more special?
That's one of the things I noticed about your cooking is you cook in layers.
Yeah.
Like you'll start it, like I said, maybe you'll start sauteing some shit. And then you might add some chicken or some sausage or something. And you're doing that. And then next thing you know, you might take that, move it to a different pot that already has like some chopped up potatoes or something. And then you start working with that and you put it together with that. And, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, you're like, man, here's this and this and this. You're like, I seen you cook like 6 things, but it only ended up in the 2. You know what I'm saying? But it's banging. It's like it's the best shit, But it's like, I didn't realize cooking in layers like that.
It could be intricate like
that.
Because you want to put when you cooking at a certain level, like you might want to saute something in something because that's gonna put that flavor in that.
Right.
In that particular thing.
Right.
You know what
You're
I mean?
infusing that flavor into that part of the dish.
Right.
And then you can take that and move it somewhere else and add it to Correct. Exactly. That's one thing I noticed where it's like I don't cook in layers. I'm more like I just want to one pot it and go.
Throw it all in that motherfucker.
Let's get it all in the pot.
It'll make it in.
Let's season it up and we're done here.
Yeah.
I can go sit down for 20 minutes and wait for it to boil out. I'm done here.
Sometimes that works. That's a gumbo. Nigga. You just like making gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Like make that shit all the time. Niggas gonna like it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna matter. What we having tonight? Gumbo.
Right.
Damn, it's a different gumbo you cook. Cause that's what it be like. When you cook gumbo, it's always a different flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Depends on
some people you like
what you're throwing together that day, right?
They like the way some
crabs,
people do
the
shrimp,
gumbo, sausage, the chicken. It can all be different, and then you're gonna get a different flavor and feel from it too. So definitely
so
cool.
yeah. But like, when you make your meals and shit, sometimes you wanna, I just wanna eat some chicken right now. So you want the chicken to taste a certain way, then you mix that with oh shit, that tastes good together. So you start doing all that type of shit. But like
it makes sense now that it's like now that I've actually started paying attention to it. You know what I mean? Like exactly what you're kind of up to sometimes. Like a lot of times you're cooking, we're chilling, we're talking, music's playing. No one's like sitting there focusing on what you're actually doing. You know what I mean? But like now that I've paid attention to a little bit of it, I'm like, man, that's that layer cooking. And you've got your flavors down, man. Because like you can make something spicy, but it's not hurt you spicy. Right. It's just, it's enough to make you feel it.
I be cooking for the room. I be knowing like, they ain't gonna want it like that. They gonna want it like that. So I be like, yo, put the right shit in it. That motherfucker be hidden, bro.
Yeah, every time, and it's different flavors than what you're usually used to. You know what I'm saying? It's that deep home cooking flavor.
I be pulling shit out the garden, bro.
Right. Yeah, it's that deep home cooking shit.
And then like, so that shit gonna make get the fresh, get fresh shit, yo. Go to the best places and get the fresh fruits, vegetables, people that are actually growing that shit. We need to be doing this in our communities.
Correct.
We need to be like
We've
growing
talked about
shit
that
in our backyards and sharing it with each other.
Right. More of us need to be gardening.
You got some peppers? Okay, cool. I got some pears. Switch.
That's how we're gonna survive a lot of this shit. That's how they survived in the Great Depression. Our ancestors didn't survive because they just survived. You know what I mean? It's because they were trading with each other. They were bartering with each other. They had skills. They were building fences. They were building houses. They were, you know what I mean? They had skills to do things. So it's still, like we've talked about on the show, it's still good to do things with your hands. Don't get away with it. Like digital's cool. Coding and all this new shit that's happening, that shit's cool. But we can't lose carpentry. We can't lose plumbing. We can't lose electricity shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because that stuff is
take all that with you.
Right. And take that old world knowledge with us.
All in the bag. We want it. Put it all in the motherfucking bag.
Right. Put it all in the pot. Let it boil.
I say like old boy said, put it in your pennies and walk out the door.
It was Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson.
He was trying to get away with it all, yo.
She's like, the police are downstairs. He's like, put it in your panties and walk out the door. She's like, what are they gonna check? He's like, they ain't gonna check you. Just put it
in the bag and walk out the door. Some gangster shit.
Right.
But yeah, man, put it in the bag. Take everything with you. All the knowledge you learn.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Because we've said that before on the show too. No one ever said you had to stop learning after high school or after whatever, or after college or after you got your career. Doesn't mean you have to stop learning. You can still learn. It's like I'm still building my YouTube degree. I just keep going deeper and deeper, you know. So yeah, all that matters. You can learn stuff from everything. Still keep reading books, keep watching shows, keep, building your knowledge. That's all it is. It's just building your knowledge. That's with this show even. Sometimes half the shit I'm saying on this show, I'm like, man, I made that up on the spot out of everything that I'm watching and building and learning from. Sometimes you'll come to an idea that'll just make sense, and I'll start telling the idea on the show. And then at the end of the show, I'll be like, shit, I didn't come here thinking that. But as we were talking about stuff, we start working it out in my head, and then next thing I know, my theory comes out, and this is what I've learned from everything that I'm learning right now. This is what I've learned.
Nice.
And I give it to the people, Nice. I give it to everybody. Free game. You know how we say we give it to y'all. We don't run it on y'all.
You're not even giving it for money. It's for free 99.
Right.
Okay?
And you can donate or you can support by going to ppeintox and getting the new shirts and the new hoodies and the new snapbacks and all that stuff.
We got shit.
You can support, but I'm not asking for nothing specifically. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here going, man, I need you to support my show like the rest of these motherfuckers do out here. You know what I mean? That's what I used to call them, digital panhandlers. They're digital panhandlers out here standing on the YouTube corners trying to get you to give them $5, It's like, we're not trying to be that kind of show. But if you would like to support, because you like what we're doing, you can go to ppeintox and support through music, through interactions, through our Instagrams.
All that shit that builds you, bro.
Right.
That makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Now your message will be stronger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you're saying is everybody agrees with what you're saying. I'm saying this. Hey, let's go to the corner store and get some popsicles. Shit, I want to go to the corner store and get some popsicles. Okay, cool. Right. Well, let's go get these goddamn popsicles. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers is ready to go.
Right.
You go get the popsicles, everybody's happy.
It's like, there's stuff at the store, but you're not worried about it till you get to the store. You know what I mean? So it's like, just like the show. It's like, we got products, and if you like what you're seeing, support. If not, move along. The game is still here. You know what I'm saying?
The message is still here. Grind forward. You know what I'm saying? Grind
Bomb
forward.
droppers. I got to do it for him.
Bro.
I got to do it for him.
You hit it. I was waiting to press that button too. And that was the moment. You got it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. And then, just keep it moving, man. Oh, we good on that one. We got a couple more. We'll light them up here in a minute.
Still smoking, dog.
All right, you know what I think we should do?
Smoking weed.
We should give them the first song. We're about 15, 20 minutes in, so let's give them the first song. So what I want to do with this song, right? So this is the Congressmen album that we're going to play some songs for today. The album's called We the People. It'll be out on July 4th. The first song I want to play for you is called OG Vibes, right? And the reason I want to play it first is because it is the intro song. Most of y'all have been hearing this song since this show started, but you didn't know what it was, where it was from, none of that stuff, because it was in the mix. We've been mixing it and putting it together, and we're getting it ready for this Congressman album, right? So that's why you've never heard the whole complete song, or you don't know what it is. And some people have been asking me, like, what is that song? So here we go. OG Vibes by the Congressman.
The planet Mars, Pluto, a new spaceship, a helmet, and a spacesuit. And he sent his strange missions to outer space. That's what I'm talking about.
These some grown man vibes. I don't tell no lies, cause I predict the future and talk through my mind. A different kind of human, channeling vibes, overwhelmed by the frequencies that flow through my mind. I know what you're thinking, I'm out of my mind, but you're out of your element, and I'm channeling vibes. Such creatures of habit, so I don't understand it. If you're into good vibes, just reach out and grab it. These some grown man vibes. I drift when I drive, got a bitch rolling weed, the other gripping the nine. Just pushing through the rubble, gotta pop that bubble. 100 gorillas, not a game, not in trouble. Now you get right to it, don't let it keep brewing, cause one mistake and the whole batch is ruined. So leave it to professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode, please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But they landed on a moon pie. Some grown man vibes. I drift when I drive, got a bitch rolling weed, the other gripping the nine. Just pushing through the rubble, gotta pop that bubble. 100 gorillas, not a game, not in trouble.
On a mission, politician, got him kissing, got him wishing. I'm coming from a wedding and I'm hoping that y'all listening. Envisioning the position that my people in. Paper to pad and you know that we be peeping pen. iPad, and this we making what we making. Is they trying to break what we always been trying to take it? But you know that we be going through the motions. Yeah, we going through emotions, and you know that we be coasting. That's the game, yeah, that's how we just be roasting. Up in the hood, yeah, you know it's all good. But you know that we stand for what we stand for in this hood. And you know that, you know that, you know it's all good. Yeah, we can make it, we can make it, we can take it. We can take it like we play and make it, take it out the basement. Yeah, this grown man talk, yeah, some grown man walk, yeah, that grown man buck. But I'm on a mission. Pay attention. I hope they listening. Black politicians.
These some grown man vibes. I drift when I drive, got a bitch rolling weed, the other gripping the nine. Just pushing through the rubble, gotta pop that bubble. 100 gorillas, not a game, not in trouble.
Not a game's in trouble.
Yeah.
Championship vibes.
Y'all finally got to hear the completed song from the intro of the Awkward Intelligence podcast. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence. Bomb droppers.
Mind blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a couple people who have heard the song, over the last couple months as we're mixing and stuff, and they're like, that doesn't even sound like the same song for some reason. It's just got a different vibe when it hits on that podcast. You know what I mean? It just has a different vibe. Yeah. But yeah, there's the full song for everybody right there. So yeah, hope you like it. We'll play a few more.
Shout out to my nephew Sincere for getting on that intro.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
I don't know if y'all heard that part.
Rewind it.
Rewind it, go here.
Rewind it, go back.
We put them in the game early.
Oh, man.
We put them in the game early.
Yeah, the shit we come up with sometimes, man, it always works. It's crazy. It's crazy. It always comes together.
Get out there, coach. Yeah, man.
So yeah, just one song that we're gonna play right now, but stay tuned because we'll play some more as we go. We'll play probably at least two more. Probably play at least two more.
In the zone.
But
in the zone.
And so yeah, this album, right? So like I had 2 or 3 songs I was working on over like the last year, right? As like y'all remember when I did Law of the Land. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I played Law of the Land for y'all, right, a while back. When I had put that song out, that was me getting in tune with the world and trying to bring it all around and just put my thoughts back into the tracks and stuff like that, right? And as I was doing that, I had a couple other songs that were kind of on the same vibe, the same levels. And next thing you know, We good?
I thought something was.
Oh, you thought it was backwards or something?
Yeah,
Yeah. So then next thing I know,
I'm high as fuck.
me and Ren were talking about doing an album together. We started talking about, hey, let's just, maybe we should think about putting another album together, do one me and you. And then when we listened to like 3 or 4 of the songs we had at the time, it was me and him on them tracks.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
Yeah,
and then it was like, wait, man, we got half an album right here. Like we're already on our way.
right.
So we just continued with that, built off of that, got some features. We got Rich Black on a joint. We got BDot on a joint. We got Non on a joint. You know what I mean? So so it was cool that we were able to still bring everybody back around. And we got the youngins on a joint. Right. Yeah. The next generation. So we brought everything together for this album. And it just kind of, it fell into place. And that was the cool part about this is it's new age, it's the new age ideas. It's the modernness of the Congressmen coming from 09, from we approved this message to now we the people uniting and building and trying to grow, and build those empires. So that's what's so cool about this album, for me. And, I'm sure for y'all are going to see it and hear it on July 4th. So,
Yeah, July 4th, Independence Day.
Right. Y'all can play it while y'all doing your fireworks.
Hell yeah.
It'll go perfect
Have
with
this
the
shit
fireworks.
playing during the goddamn fireworks display.
It'll be perfect.
Guarantee you the shit's going to be rocking. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, this is the fuck I wanted to hear on a day like this.
Right. Yeah, we got a whole string of songs, man. Like just different ideas, but they're all like. See, I don't even know if I want to give them that, right? Like,
give it to them, bro. This is the synopsis. Fuck
a couple of these songs were actually done years ago. Yeah, like they weren't done like last year or within the last year. They were done years ago, and I'm not going to say how long for all of them, but up to maybe 10 years ago, some of these songs were kind of already done or written or put together. We just never released them. Mm-hmm. So luckily we were able to kind of go back in the vaults, grab a couple of oldie but goodies, do some modern mixing and remixing on them, add some new age ideas and things on them, and now we're releasing it on the Congressman album, and y'all gonna hear some shit.
We revamped
some of them, right?
Some of them, bro.
Revamped some of them, re-recorded some of them, right?
It's like I built a robot and had it in a cave and I forgot about it.
Right. And then
I
got reactivated.
Found it again, and I was like, "Oh shit! I could have add some new shit to this robot, and it's gonna do some crazy shit." That's what we did. We went back and found an old invention,
and we upgraded it.
Yeah,
with today's knowledge,
and that shit sound dope.
And the thing is they don't sound old.
No, it sounds like
they sound like they're
supposed
to be here today. That's the coolness of it too. It's like it worked for this time. We didn't have to change that much, We modernized it a little bit, but we didn't have to change it that much. No. It was pretty much its original shit, and we just remixed it.
The lyrics are from that time frame,
right.
And then it's talking about this time frame. It's almost like we was predicting the goddamn future.
Yeah. A couple of fucking prophets over here.
Yo.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be ready, man. This Congressman album is off the chain.
All I gotta say is listen to the lyrics, man. Pay attention.
It's deep.
It was being said.
Deep. There's a lot, right? There's a lot being said in this album. All over the place. There's message.
Right. That's when you toss that out. Message.
We need that button too.
Yeah.
Message. Our message button is the bomb. Bomb droppers. But we need one that goes message. I'm gonna have to.
No, that's the message button. That's right there. Every time we drop that bomb, that's the message button. I don't know if y'all ain't been paying attention, but I'm gonna just say this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what the part you gotta rewind and. What did he say?
Right.
Okay. Yep. That's the bomb.
Because you might have caught it, but you wasn't really catching it, and you're like, let me circle back real quick.
Right.
So yeah, man.
Wiki.
So how y'all enjoying it?
We up here DJing and shit.
The Congressmen have taken over the AwkwardIntel podcast.
We here now, nigga.
This is how Congress took over the people right here. They just came on TV and said, we here now.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, fuck.
I hope they still speaking our message.
Right.
Either way, if that doesn't work, I got my passport.
What did we talk about last week, right? Remember? Without that paperwork, try to leave. Try to go somewhere.
I got a fresh
Try to go
passport.
do something.
I got a fresh passport. Can I do this on camera?
I know, right? You just
I don't know.
gave out all your details. Somebody zoomed in.
Shit. I got a passport.
What was you saying? You said the boss.
That's free now, boss.
That's free now, boss.
I could get out the country now without motherfucker
Without
hassling
being
me.
harassed.
Other than that,
At least that's what the passport says.
Other than that, I would have figured out a way, bro. If I ever had to leave this bitch, I'd be on a fucking goddamn. I'd be on the coast somewhere looking for like a dude with a boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, this motherfucker got a boat?
Yeah. All you got to do is just go somewhere and hop on a boat. You're definitely gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. But just try to get back, though.
Right.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
You can go. But yeah, without that paperwork, you're not free to roam the way that you think you are. That's all I'm
I
saying.
might have to come back through with the Mexicans and shit. I'd probably make it.
You think they would notice you? I think you look just like them. They'd be like, who's this Jamaican motherfucker coming through? Think you sneaking and shit. He would probably know Spanish at that point too. He'd be Spanish as he could fucking be. They'd be like, what you think? He'd be over there speaking Spanish and shit. I can see it. I can see it. You learned it on the trail, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I already know shit.
Yeah.
I know how to. I might not be able to speak it perfectly, but I say a couple words.
Right.
Motherfuckers will know what I'm saying.
Right.
Or like,
You can get it figured
I
out.
can understand what they be saying off of a couple words.
That's kind of how I feel. I feel like I can hear stuff and I can like
yeah.
term it. It's not instant, but it's like take me a second. But like,
Oh yeah.
but I can.
certain languages I could do.
I just
that
can't Spanish. I can't speak it back. I just
Spanish,
can't
I
do it.
could get around that country.
But I know a little bit, like you're saying, enough to. I got a cool story for you guys. So I was in Japan, right? Y'all know I was in the military. So I was in Japan. So this is probably what, 99, probably 98, 99, somewhere right in there. And me and my homeboy Guzman from New York, he from Boogie Down Bronx, right?
Right.
Me and him are rolling in Japan in one of the cities, just rocking, doing shit, right? And we get approached by this chick. She's pretty fucking hot, you know? And so, but she's from Brazil or Colombia or something. She speaks Spanish, right? So you're thinking, me and this dude, Mexican, Puerto Rican, right? In Japan, meets a fucking Spanish chick. We're like, holy shit, this is us, bro. If we've never seen it before, you know? So we get to talking to her. She's like, yeah, I got friends. We were like, oh shit, and she's got friends. We're doing this little back and forth. Right? And we're just using the little shit that donde eres and you know, just every little piece. But both of us don't know fluid Spanish.
Don't know shit.
We're just like fucked up, right? So we're like, how do we get this working here? Come to find out though, she was a prostitute. And her friends were her prostitute friends. And so $200 was just not what I was up to at that moment.
He didn't have the funds. He's like, yo, I ain't got the money for this shit.
Yeah, I was like, I knew it was too good to be true because she was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I was like, this was too good to be true. So
Damn.
yeah,
And this is in Japan.
in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
they're
can
all
see
over the
that.
place, man.
I can see that.
It was fun though, like yeah. But yeah, it was like how you get I was like, you get approached by a Spanish chick in fucking Japan, like that was crazy to me at the time, you know. Because I'm thinking, when I'm in Japan, I'm thinking I'm the only Mexican in Japan at that moment. Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why would a Mexican be even over here? Like, there's no reason. Like, they would have to show up from the military or something, right? Like, there's no reason for a Spanish dude to be.
But they're there.
They're probably there somewhere, you know.
Come on, man. There's people everywhere, man.
That's what you got to realize.
It's like like that brings me back to like Kosovo or some shit. That's when I learned it. I was like 19, same time frame.
Right.
But it was different the way I learned it. It was like me and Cheney on a fucking patrol. I could talk about this shit. We on a patrol and shit. This little dude, there's little kids all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And this little dude
just randomly running around.
Yeah, just running around because they not in school and shit. They just fucking walking on the street and shit.
Right.
Middle of the day. They come around us and shit because they like happy we there and shit. Like, yeah, you motherfuckers helped us.
And they knew you? They were like Americans and shit?
Yeah, they was like, oh, they would say the K4 shit, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was, us being there and shit. USA, or they would say USA.
Oh, U.S.?
They would say USA. That's what they would yell.
USA.
Yeah, they would yell USA. Yeah, nice. That's what they would say.
Let's start saying that.
And we'd be like, what's up? Niggas would throw them MREs and shit sometimes.
Right.
Whatever. We just pass it through and shit. But at one point, me and Cheney's on a fucking walking and shit. Shout out to my nigga Cheney. You know what I'm saying? And,
just roaming around.
Just roaming and shit. And next thing you know, the fucking kid is like, there's a group of kids, but one of the kids is talking English and shit. Like, so he start asking and shit like, you know what I mean? Like, he said, you know Michael Jordan?
Right.
Nah, nigga, I don't know Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like just because I'm black, nigga, I don't know Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that's how they would be. They'd be when they would talk to you.
Right.
Or the little girls would come up too and they grab your hand and shit.
Try to touch your skin.
Yeah, and they like start doing this type shit.
Right.
Like I'm like
trying to wipe your melanin off or something.
Yeah, they think the shit come off.
Oh, they were like, "Are you painted?"
Yeah. Yo, like this is the type of shit you running into on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, "You're just an Arab who was in the mud."
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? But at one point, the little dude was like, he said something in English. Cheney understood him. I kind of didn't really understand him, but at some point they talking shit. Next thing you know, Cheney was like, "Yo, go get this shit for us."
Yeah.
The nigga went down the street.
Right.
Came back with a little bag and shit.
Yeah.
Had motherfucking
liquor.
Little liquor in it.
It was liquor.
I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, my nigga. Let's
like,
pull up. You know what I'm saying?
I can't go buy it, but you can go buy it.
Yeah. Send that nigga on a mission. You know what I mean? He came back, bro. Yo, that was like our R&R, bro.
Right. You had a brief moment. Yeah, that's cool, man.
We sat there, we drank, we walking on the patrol and shit, we drinking and shit. We got liquor in the canteen and shit.
Right.
Everybody thinking we drinking water.
Right.
Drinking liquor.
Gotta conceal it.
Because we had the little dude running the store to go get that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gave that nigga a few marks and shit.
Right. He's excited.
He was cool. He was from Switzerland.
He was a little Switzerland kid running around.
This goes back to where now I'm making it connect.
Damn, we circled around.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm making it connect.
Bomb droppers.
Right. He was from Switzerland. I'm like, what's the odds of that shit?
The fuck's he doing over there?
I don't know, bro.
Oh, wait. Switzerland's in close to there. It's like 2 states away.
Region
it's like 2 states away from there, maybe.
But
where's Kosovo? In the south?
It's like
south. It's like near Russia, right?
No, ain't near Russia. It's like like in the
I don't know my geography.
It's like near Turkey and that region.
So it's more like Middle East area.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd have to look at a map.
The Balkans is in the Balkans.
You lost me.
Yeah, it's an area. It's an area called the Balkans.
I know. I've heard the name, but yeah,
where Kosovo
I'm not familiar.
Is. Switzerland is around there though. I think, but it's far.
Y'all got to get on y'all geography because we don't be knowing where half these places are, and so just get better. I got to get better too.
Nah, I'm just not explaining, but like, if you go look at the map, you'll see it, bro. Like Switzerland is probably in that region.
Switzerland's at the top though, I think, of Europe, right? Switzerland's like up here. It's like Switzerland, Finland, all that kind of shit is up top.
No,
right?
Switzerland's lower.
More southern?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't know shit.
So like, that's where the motherfucker was from though. The little dude that we seen in the guy
just hanging out in Kosovo. He was probably just there to see his grandma. Just happened to be on the block.
I think he said shit like that.
Nice. See, he's like, my grandma's from Kosovo, man. Just out here chilling for the summer. like us in America, man. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. That's a bomb dropper, bro. That's how we met the nigga, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, this little nigga know where to go get the shit. Cool. I'll take a swig.
Yeah.
Shit, I was stressed the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
Getting bombed out and shit and all, getting fucked up. Shit, let me get a drink, nigga.
Just one. You know? I'm not sure. Yeah. Just something to take the edge off.
We wasn't supposed to be drinking, though.
No, I know.
But I can tell this story now, nigga. I got my DD214. We made it out of that bitch.
I know,
We
right?
survived, nigga.
Statute of limitations is gone.
We survived, nigga.
Well, that's the thing, is that's the coolness now, is you can share those stories.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then look how that made sense.
Right.
You know, the same thing of where we just had one little, you know, why is this Spanish dude here? To there's a fucking dude from Switzerland just happened to be there, fucking speaks English, you know?
Right.
You're like, you know, crazy, right?
Right.
Crazy shit like that. And we can tell these stories. Like that's like, I tell people a lot of times, like, you know, like, me and you've been through so much shit. Just like, we could write books, man. We could fucking write books, all this shit we've done. Gone around the world and all these different things, you know?
Right.
Like, not any better than anybody else. Or, you know, we're not trying to say we're fucking Indiana Jones explorers or nothing.
We are, bro. We are Indiana Jones explorers. Nigga, we've been there. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like,
Bomb droppers.
yeah, we fucking been there. Like, that nigga, what was that little nigga name that used to go on the fucking adventures?
From which one?
Matter of fact, he had the little homie called Haji and shit.
Oh, yeah, that was that old cartoon.
Remember that cartoon?
Yeah, what the fuck was that one? Ooh, if I can remember that.
Right.
Johnny something?
It was some Johnny Quest.
Johnny
nigga.
Quest.
Johnny Quest.
There it
nigga.
is.
We are Johnny Quest, nigga.
Yeah, Johnny Quest in the flesh.
We've been there.
Johnny Quest in the flesh.
Wiki. Nigga, it's always hip hop around here. You know what I'm saying? It's always hip hop around here.
Oh shit.
Shit, man. Yeah, the nigga roam with Haji and shit. They be doing all kind of shit. You be like, God damn, that looks like an episode in my life. Like, damn, this shit makes sense.
Johnny Quest.
Motherfucker Johnny Quest.
Yeah. That was if y'all haven't watched that, go see that, because that actually was a good show.
Yeah.
It had a message to it and everything.
Every time.
So yeah, it was the same. Like, yeah, our cartoons don't have that no more. Remember, every cartoon had a message. He-Man gave you a message. G.I. Joe gave you a message. What's his name?
Battle, nigga.
Captain Planet gave you a message. I mean, they were all talking to us. What happened to that? I don't know. I remember when the world went crazy back in 1985. You know what I'm saying? That's that shit.
That's probably when it happened.
Right.
That's probably when it happened.
Oh man. Okay.
Yo, we was watching the best shit, yo.
Yeah, we had the
Yeah, man.
the best,
I
the 80s and 90s was the best cartoons.
Yo, I still
80s
use,
and 90s
I
best
still
cartoons.
use the G.I. Joe shit, bro.
Yeah.
I use it in life.
Yeah.
I'll tell a motherfucker quick. When they say, oh, now I know, I'll be like, yep, but no, it's half the battle. I'll be like, that's half the fucking battle. It said that. You know what I mean?
Droppers.
It's half the fucking battle.
Yeah.
You know?
Now I know.
Shit.
They were telling us then, see, like we're talking about now, the Great Awakening. The more knowledge you have, the less they can fucking take advantage of you, right? That's the idea. See, they were hiding all that knowledge and all that idea and all that hidden knowledge from us because that's how they took advantage of us. It's because we just didn't know.
Right.
You know, we were ignorant to the fact. And then they would tell you that ignorance is not, you know, is not an excuse. Mm-hmm. That's how they would play us. But you ain't letting us find the knowledge. You hiding it from us.
Right.
You know? So once we found it, though, welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
You know what it is.
Here we are.
Congressman exclusive.
Right. The Congressmen takeover. We ready for the next song?
Shit, man, let's do it.
Let's see. What are we going to get into here? Ooh, let's bring them back to one. This one. A lot of people like this one. Let's go with this one here. Baby, let's get it.
Go, Breeze.
You know it.
Put trust in the game and fuck everything else. You gotta shake the haters and go for self. Man, the streets are tough, but hold your head high. A BWI, about to catch losing a little bit. Sitting in first class next to a yellow bitch. Laid down the pedigree and pulled the digits. Landed in C-Tag, back to the business. I'm money motivated, street dedicated. Intox in your mouth, I'm always fucking faded. I'm holding it down, international bound. Hop a couple flights, catch me in your town. If you riding with me, then I'm riding with you. So sick with this shit like I'm catching the flu. Holding down the block, holding down the block, holding down the block, man, the block is hot.
No gimmicks, no gimmicks, no gimmicks, it's business. No gimmicks, no gimmicks, no gimmicks, we winning. Trying to get a little motivation. Setting up that paper for my situation. Paper chasing, pimping is a player vision. I'm on it, don't own it like a dog, you own it. I'm on it, they say that boy be zoning. Loading up them tracks, all between the rack. She seem fine with that boy going straight wrestler. Coming down that Tesla, it's the best of the rest of them, go bless them. No wounds on me, best friend, giving you the best prim. Beautiful mind, beautiful rhyme, beautiful line, beautiful I'm, beautiful prime. In that Maryland live, selling nickels for dimes. Now we double down, me and John, max bet on roulette, can't fuck with that. Step back, this player's boy, real McCoys. If you bring that racket on that ratchet, that's noise. We hold the block, let them toys fly. Not fucking with that hip hop, them boys be on that gangster. Poison on my banger, giving you that head ranger. No gimmicks, it's business. No gimmicks, we winning.
Holding down the block, holding down the block, holding down the block, man, the block is hot.
No gimmicks, it's business. No gimmicks, we winning.
Man, the block is hot.
Yeah. Man, the block is hot. Yeah, so that one's called Holding Down the Block.
Holding that bitch down.
Holding Down the Block. That's one of the ones that we revamped a little bit and brought it back. It still makes sense.
Yo, we got to hold down the block, man. Mm-hmm. Hold down the bliggity. Like how we called it down in Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? That's the bliggity.
Holding down the block.
Where we going tonight? We going to the bliggity?
Going out to the bliggity?
Yeah. That's what we used to call it, my nigga. Oh, shit. I got a story behind that shit. Fuck it, JB. Let's go to the bliggity, man. Fuck
and he brought the bliggity.
Yo.
Is this that story?
Yo, no, that's nigga fucking JB, man. Yo, fuck JB. Hey, yo, straight up. Like, straight up, man.
Drop.
That nigga wanted to go to the bliggity and shit. I'm like, nah, nigga, we ain't going nowhere. I just smoked the blunt. I'm chilling. Fuck the bliggity tonight. Man, fuck you, Ren. You a punk ass motherfucker. Let's go down to the bliggity. Nigga, I'm chilling.
Right.
I'm not going to the bliggity tonight. Right. Fuck that bullshit.
He got the peer pressure got you?
The nigga jumped on his bike. The nigga jumped on his bike and tried to go to the bliggity.
Yeah.
Didn't tie his shoes. Oh. Fucking shoestrings got caught up in the fucking thing. He flipped over.
Face planted?
Boom. Smashed his face.
I remember those days. I did that once.
Come back up in the crib and shit talking about, Rick, I fucked my face up. The nigga bleeding and shit. I'm like, they're like, yo, let's go, man. We gotta take JB to the hospital, man.
Right. And you had the car.
Up. Yeah.
You had the car.
I was like, man, fuck JB, man. Fuck JB, man.
He deserved that shit.
I told that nigga we ain't going to the bliggity tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not going, bro.
Right. It was trying to stop him. How did he not see that? You know what I mean? Look at it now. It was trying to be like, nope, you don't need to be there, bro. You don't need to be there.
You gotta know when to be on the bliggity and when not to be on the bliggity, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I learned that shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Nah, fuck that. If I'm going,
there's times and moments for that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going there, I'm gonna be straight.
Right. Damn, I got like that.
I ain't gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna know what's up. Yo, what's good with this? Can't get that money over there. Da-da-da-da. That's how I'm gonna be on the bliggity.
Put the 2 on the 10.
You know what I'm saying? Stack that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You wanna go fuck around high and drunk. On the bliggity.
Right.
Nigga ain't doing that.
Accosting people.
You bust your own face trying to go cost people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, fuck JB. Straight up, bro.
Not having a good hair day. I just do that in there. I'm over here like fucking with my hair, man. I'm just like, I don't know. My bad. What are we talking? Oh yeah, JB.
Man, fuck JB, man.
On the bliggity.
Fuck that nigga on the shit. Yo,
So wait, so I went to the hospital.
No, I didn't. Yo,
You didn't take him?
Yo, yeah, I took him, bro. Because the niggas was like, yo, we gotta take this nigga, man. And I was like, fuck it, man, I'll take this nigga.
Yeah.
So I get there, and Rick like, yo, we gonna wait for him. I say, man, I'm going home, bro. Like y'all can wait for JB. I'm out, bro.
I'm good.
So I dropped him off at the hospital. I bounced. I went to the crib. I said, man, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
JB was a punk ass nigga, man. He was a punk ass nigga, man. That nigga, yo, I ain't gonna put his business out there, man. Fuck JB, man.
What did you save that in your pocket?
Yo, I gotta be careful how I take these gummies, man. These motherfuckers.
This man just pulled a napkin out of his pocket. I was like, what is going on here? Oh shit!
Keep them gummies fresh, man.
I got you.
I take them in doses.
Yeah.
I'm still high though.
I mean, we smoked 2 blunts. So it's
Right.
pretty good. We got a third one. On. It's on the way. Third one is on the way. Yeah. So how are you liking the song so far? Look at those 2 tracks. Those are 2 tracks, and then we're gonna give you a third one by the end. So stick around. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
The Congressman reporting live from the streets, nigga. We up in here.
What are we saying?
Well, we not live.
We live at Players Paradise.
We live right now. It's all the way live. And look, y'all gonna see this shit. What? Friday, right?
Friday.
So nice.
This is Friday.
Like we said, we promoting the album. You know, get out there, listen to the tracks, support us, because there's a message in there, and we on Awkward Intelligence. You know what I'm saying? We trying to tell y'all that message is in there.
Right.
You'll hear it's
it.
part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hear it.
So pay attention. You know what I mean? And you'll get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I listened to it a couple times, man. I like it. So
yeah, it's gonna be banging.
It's gonna be one of my favorites.
It's for the new millennium.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah. Welcome to 2023.
Dropping the bombs.
Droppers.
Dropping them bombs.
Yeah. It's gonna be we should have put that in the album. We should have been just dropping bombs. We actually, you know what?
That would be dope.
No, we did. There's a couple of bomb drops in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I didn't realize it, but I did throw some in there. Nice. For different there were some different, you know, ends of verses and different things.
Mix action.
There's actually a couple in there now I think about it. Listen for them. There's a couple in there. I did put a couple. I forgot about
some
that.
Bombs in there.
I did drop some bombs.
Damn, we always dropping bombs though. That's what we do. We drop bombs, you know? Man, we like we flown over Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I've been
you know
there.
What I mean? Like
I've been to Hiroshima.
We're flying over them bitches.
Yeah,
dropping.
bombs. I drove right through. I was in here. Remember, I was in Japan. I went down to. I took the fucking bullet train to fucking Hiroshima. I was on that joint. It was like 4 hours or some shit. 4 or 6 hours just fucking dipping on this fucking bullet train. Mm-hmm. And we got to Hiroshima. I had a TDY down there. We had like I can't remember what. I think we just had to support some. It was an outskirt post or something. We had to support them somehow. We had to go down there and just make sure their VTRs were clean and all this different shit. We had to do it like twice a year or something like that. So we would take like a little 4-day trip down there and do the shit. And then so this one time we drove through Hiroshima, and I'm sitting there going like, this is Hiroshima. And I'm looking around, it just looked like a fucking normal city in a place, right? Just looked normal. And I'm just like, And then they took me to Memorial Park, and they were like, this is where they said Ground Zero was, right here. They got a nice statue up. There's it's a whole forest park action going on right there. It's like they reforested it and everything. So I'm just looking around like, I'm just thinking I'm going to like some desolated shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not going to be the best, but it's going to be like, we tried, you know? Right. That's what I'm thinking. And everything looked normal. It just looked like a normal, thriving fucking city. I was like, I mean, I get it. It was fucking 50 years later, but they always try to tell us that there's fallout and you can't live in these places. And so what did they hit them with? Know what I mean? Like, what did they hit them with? Because they're living there like nothing's wrong.
I think that's what we got to do the research. Because if you look at Chernobyl, that's what they talk about Chernobyl, right?
Right. You can't live there.
Nobody can go there still. Right. That's what they say.
Chernobyl, there's a couple of them, right?
You know what I mean?
But yeah, exactly.
So you'd have to look at that.
I mean, but that's a nuclear meltdown.
Which is different.
Which is different than a nuclear explosion, I'm guessing.
That's got to be what it's got to be something dealing along those lines.
Well, right, exactly. It's like if we had Neil Tyson DeGrassi here, he could probably explain it to you fucking guys, but you're dealing with the congressman today.
Yo, that nigga is a joke, bro.
You're dealing with the congressman today.
Hey, fuck JB and fuck Neil deGrasse Tyson, nigga. Straight up.
And fuck China XL.
Yo.
Why does he always get it?
Yo,
what did he do?
He's got to get it, bro. He gets it every time, nigga. He's included in the fuck you.
Why does he get it?
I don't even know, nigga. Still to this day, but he gets it every time, bro. He got to get it. Just toss his name in there.
Oh, you know shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Bomb droppers.
Every time, bro.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Never going to give that up. Like, that's out there forever. Mm-hmm. He's got to live with that,
he
too.
He always makes it in your top 3. If you start saying some shit about fuck somebody, fuck this, fuck that, he gets it.
Right.
I don't even know who the nigga is, yo. I swear to God, I don't. I know that it was a magazine, some shit.
He did an album. I think he did one album.
Shit.
He did one album, and that's all I remember. Or he might have just did a single. He might have just did a single. Might have just had a hot fucking summer single back then. I don't remember. I don't remember. Do the research. Go look it up.
Do the research. Check the math. I don't think he gets it every time, though. So, like, yeah, man. Check out that album. Show some love. I think you're going to realize what we've been trying to say.
Right.
Like how the people need to wake up. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to
wake up to the movie.
Forward. Stop looking at these programs. Pay attention to what's in your surroundings. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then use your higher self to grow.
Bomb droppers. Couldn't say it better myself.
Straight up, though.
Where we at? Oh, just past about an hour. We're doing all right here, man. The Congressmen takeover. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
Yo, we're like fucking what's that show back in the day? The one it was like Tales from the Dark Side. Yo,
Tales from the Crib?
Yo, Tales from the Dark Side. That intro was fucking creepy as fuck.
I do remember that one. That was
the
good
fucking
too.
music would come on and shit. But they would say some shit like that. They would say some creepy shit. Late at night, bro. And it's right before fucking the TV would cut off.
Yeah.
Like TV used to cut the fuck off.
Right.
And it was just color bars and shit. It was just color bars.
Well, because they just ran out of programming. They were like, we're not going to program all fucking night if no one's watching. Because people actually went to bed.
I was up. So I would see that shit.
Right.
And it was late at night.
Wake up to fuzz.
Yep.
Here just like
That used to happen. Yeah. People don't realize that used to happen. Like there was no TV.
Why do you think white noise became a fucking sleeping thing? Oh shit, right? Because it's just people got used to just falling asleep, and then the TV's just and you just sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that became comforting for people. That's crazy.
So right before that shit would go off, that shit would come on. And I remember Tales from the Dark Side. That shit would come on late night.
Was it kind of like one of those ones like where they talk at the beginning and shit, and they're just like,
yeah, he's like in a room. He like the niggas saying some wild shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, and then
I gotta remember. I'd have to go back and watch it.
play an episode, and then that shit would
because it was like little short stories, right?
No, like short stories. It would be one story, and then at the end, that shit would cut off, and then the fucking national anthem would come on. Bum, 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 bum,
Right.
Bum, dun, 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 dun. Right. That shit would go off, and then color bars.
Please stand by, and then color bars.
Color bars.
Gone. That's what
I remember that.
That's why like early videos, people used to always do that. Color bars before their fucking video, and then 3, 2, 1, and then start the video. And you'd be like, do we really need all that?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
Yeah.
I'm asking. Because I know you had to do some shit like that in the military. Where you got to put them color bars first and then go in your video.
The color bars was...
Like, what was the whole point of that?
You should know that. The color bars was to calibrate... It was to calibrate the fucking camera.
Right.
Like,
but I'm saying, like, people would put it before their video. They put that, and then it would be like 5, 4.
So just in case they wanted to do that, then they can reference the color bars to get the colors
so it was right. So it was in there for whoever wanted to, like, when they play it, they could get the colors right and shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So that was like a reference.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was like, why do we got to keep doing this? Like, you don't see that anymore, but you used to have to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I guess that only works with analog, huh?
Right.
Everything digital is digitized, so it's going to be a digital color.
Or it's close. It's close enough. You know what I'm saying? So like back then, that's what they were doing. You know what I mean? They were using that to get the colors better because the cameras were shitty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you
and they always cameras. And every time you shook it, you threw it off.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Or every time you moved it, it could throw it off. So it's like you always had to color correct those ones all the time. Every
so that
time.
was just for technical.
Right.
But like I said, before that they would play fucking
right.
It'd be Tales from the Dark Side. And then that shit would go off. Then it'd be the national anthem. And then all of a sudden color bars.
Right.
For the rest of the day.
Were you one of those kids who put your hands over your heart every time you heard the national anthem or what?
No, I mean, I remember us having, it wasn't the national anthem, it was the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
You used to have to do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Right, like at school.
Yeah. Like the first two, I think I was in kindergarten, first grade and some shit. That's when they made us do it.
Right.
Like we have to stand up there,
hand over your heart,
put your hand over your heart, and say, "I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, to the republic which it stands, to the one nation, and all that shit."
Boom. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like we would say that shit, and I was like, I don't even know why the fuck I'm doing this, but I just did it.
Right.
There was a couple motherfuckers who would be in the back, like, I don't fucking believe that shit, so I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I think it was like in high school I got to that point where I just stopped standing up for it. I was like, I'm good. I've been saying it my whole life. I understand it. You know what I mean? Like, why do we got to keep doing this?
I mean, I didn't care either way. I was like, I don't know why the fuck any of that shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I remember doing it. That shit was a little moment, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably people out there going, man, I have a sense of pride and fucking do it. Yeah, man, I lost that early in age, my sense of pride in America of where we were going in this country. You know what I mean? Like I can look back at that and be like, that's probably what it was. I lost my idea of that because it was like, this isn't the world I was told it was supposed to be. When I actually got out there, I was like, come on, man, how are you going to keep lying to me? I knew back then I was being lied to. I just didn't understand it and know how.
Right.
And it took, most of my adult life to study and grow and build to understand exactly, or the path of what actually was happening.
Right, and to see shit.
Start to see it, right.
Because then, we joined the military and then you start seeing more shit.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
hold up, man.
This isn't
shit
what
don't add
this
up.
is right. This isn't
Shit
what
don't add up.
It's what it was supposed to be.
It don't make sense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we was talking about earlier about shit. I got shit. I got receipts.
Right. We all got receipts.
I got
We
receipts.
got some receipts.
So I know what didn't happen. Mm-hmm. And so when you know the game like that,
Right.
you like shit. I already see the wool that's being pulled over everybody's eyes. They just don't see it yet.
Right. Right.
They'll start to see it.
They are now.
And that's what's happening.
That's right. And that we talked about that last show, but we talk about every show. Is every time a little event, like the Titanic event, that was an event that was supposed to show y'all what the fuck's going on. Why are we worried about this event when at the same time Russia's in the middle of a coup going on, an interior coup, and at the same time Joe Biden gets impeachment in the freaking House going, right? So all this is going on. Nobody's talking about it. They're all talking about this Titanic scenario. So you see the distraction. You see how you're distracted by things. They do it on purpose. Bomb droppers. So that's what
It's
we're
right
talking
there
about.
in your face.
Right.
Right there
But
in
every
your
time
face.
one of those events like that happens, there's more people that wake up. Every time Joe Biden trips, more people wake up. You know what I mean? every time Trump goes 17, more people wake up. You know what I mean? It's all these little things that are happening in the movie that you're seeing now, and then you go, "Oh shit, now I see it." You know, or you're like, "Wait a minute, what is that?" And then you start asking questions, and then you come here, Awkward Intelligence, and you get it figured out.
Start to find some answers.
Right. Together we start to find those answers. You know, you do your research, you ask, you know, because if you leave comments and ask the questions, you know.
Do the research, check the math. Do the research, check the math.
Excuse me. Finally got me.
Oh.
So yeah, that's how we do it over here on the Congressman takeover. July 4th. I don't know if I said it. I said it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we said it. We said it a bunch of times. Shit.
I was just fucking around.
July 4th.
PPEmusic.com. As always, come check it out.
Yeah. Up in the motherfucking house.
Yep. What else we got?
We gonna be in your city. Cause I got my passport. I'm gonna be popping up somewhere.
Yep. Right. Yeah, I'll have to pop up the the cover art and all that stuff. Oh, yeah, we told them the video was coming, right? So we got that video coming. Who at this point? Let's see. We're recording this on a Wednesday. Show comes out on Friday. So yeah, we haven't made a determination of exactly when we're going to drop this video, but it probably won't be by the time this video comes out. But it'll be within a day or two of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we thinking about making it a premiere.
Right.
So y'all can chime in. So it's
Everybody
gonna have a
can,
countdown.
and we can do
promote
like
it.
there's a chat in there and shit, right?
Yeah, I'll send that message out. Yeah, we gonna promote it, and then
Hit the
countdown,
Facebook group.
Countdown hit.
Yeah.
Check the video out.
But
Do you want to give them a snippet? No.
yes,
we'll give 'em a
no,
snippet.
not a snippet of the video, but I'm gonna give them the song.
Okay.
That's the last song
Let's
we'll
do
play.
that. Let's do that.
The last song we'll play here is we'll give them that song, and they'll know that song's gonna be the premiere video.
Yeah.
That way they'll be excited to see how we put that together.
Yep.
So here we go. This song is called Grateful, and this will be another track on the Congressman We the People album.
Light them up.
And the reason you want to break your covenant with God and wreck your home, a pipe fitter guy, is because the previous guy was higher value, meaning he earns more money.
Yeah, and his social status, how he looks.
What would the world say about that man?
It would say that this woman he got back with is the one he always wanted.
Show thanks and be grateful for what you have. always preoccupied with chasing the bag. A grown woman doing what you want to, but stop fucking with that man, cause he don't want you.
Yeah, you talking greasy to me because you think I'm sleazy, but you not feeding me all my 2 C's. Please believe it's easy to breeze, easy to breathe. I do this for the G's who carry the weight and scrape the plate. No debate and no hate. I told you once and won't take. Blaming everybody for your downfalls, cause you chasing Niagara, looking for sugar daddies and Viagra. The theory is deep, but it's not the truth. At this age, we should be teaching and building the youth. But the things in your head got you lying to yourself, hurting your health. Don't diminish your wealth or your worth with moments of hurt. Need to move forward, know thyself. Don't get caught beside it, and you'll never be alone. Long enough to deny it, you know you a rider. You know liar. We roll how we roll, don't be on the side of the road. Roll flat tires.
Show thanks and be grateful for what you have. Always preoccupied with chasing the bag. A grown woman doing what you want to, but stop fucking with that man, cause he don't want you.
Cause he don't want you. Cause he don't want you. He don't want you. Cause he don't want you. He don't want you. Cause he don't want you.
Don't worry about the past, let your heart guide you. And when you meet the right one, your light will shine inside you. Companionships and some manuscripts, the late night sips and the Vegas strip. But there's often times you act before you think. Take a sip of your drink and just contemplate. Long weeks, short weekends, another date. Could this be your life? Well, you gon' have to wait. Put yourself in my shoes, that's what she say. Now I'm walking the extra mile, both ways. She's so emotional, but so serious. And I'm so curious, but so mysterious. Show thanks and be grateful for what you have. Always preoccupied with chasing the bag. A grown woman doing what you want to, but stop fucking with that man, cause he don't want you.
Cause he don't want you. Cause he don't want you. Cause he don't want you. Cause he don't want you.
Yeah. Grateful.
Be grateful for what you have.
Right.
And always be occupied with chasing a bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you gotta do.
I just think somebody needed to hear that. You know what I mean? Sometimes people ain't told, like, that dude don't want you. You know? They just ain't heard it from somebody. So I just thought maybe somebody needed to hear that.
Maybe.
You gotta know your worth.
Play it for the streets.
Gotta know your worth.
Play it for the streets. Everyone needs to know this. Play it for the streets.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to know this.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing that. It's not good.
Right. Because we teach good mental, good physical, and good spiritual, you know, and all that stuff here. So, so that way, you know, it's what you're intaking, right? It's what you're intaking food-wise. It's what you're intaking mentally. It's what you're intaking spiritually. It's everything you do. It's what you're saying to yourself, you know? Some of y'all people are out there still downing yourself, you know, and yourself doesn't understand the difference, you know? So it thinks that's what you want because that's what you keep telling yourself, you know?
Damn, lying to yourself.
Right.
Stop lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
tell the truth to yourself.
Right.
That's like when we was in the army and they'd be like, don't cheat your body.
Right.
And I used to be, at first I was mad because I was like, yo, motherfucker don't tell me
Push-ups, sit-ups, all this
what
bullshit.
to do
Right?
to my body.
My body, my choice?
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shit.
And then they'd be like, get the fuck down, do these push-ups
That's a
and shit.
different show.
So you gotta do the push-ups and shit. But then you start seeing, okay, this shit's keeping me in shape. This shit's keeping me
Right.
strong. I get it. I'll do the fucking push-ups.
Right.
It's only benefit me. So don't cheat your body. Don't cheat yourself.
Right.
Don't lie to yourself.
Right.
There's a lot of people lying to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to tell the truth. You know what I mean? To themselves.
Yeah, you got to have a lot
yourself.
of internal conversations with yourself to get your mind right, man. You know, there's a lot into it. But once you start getting it, you just know it after that. You start seeing it and you just know it. You already know what to do. You just gotta. It's a habit,
and you'll move right.
You gotta just change your habits. It's our habits that are crazy sometimes. You know, it's not you. It's just the habit you built. You know, you built a habit and a safety around something. You got to break that and move on and navigate away from things that you don't need no more.
Or things you don't want.
Or things you don't want, right. So or that aren't fitting you. You know?
Release that. And then you make your move, and then you do positive things going forward.
Right.
That's all you have to do.
Yep.
Like, it's that easy. And then when things come, because life is going to hit you in the face. It's going to show up.
Still has to.
But you're going to have the power to always move through that.
Right. Remember, they'll be smaller. Those issues will be smaller.
Yeah.
That's how you'll move through it, is because they'll be smaller. They're not going to be these big problems that you were used to. You know, you got away from that. Those big problems don't even come around you no more.
That's why I said you got to move forward, know thyself. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. Bomb droppers.
Forward, know thyself. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll never get caught beside it.
Yup.
You know, liar.
Bam.
We roll how we roll.
Bomb droppers. I just heard that differently all of a sudden. There it is.
Teaching, not preaching, man.
There it is.
Teaching, not preaching.
Teaching, not preaching.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
That's all we gotta do. Each one teach one, you know what I'm saying? Straight from the streets, you know.
Yeah, man. We're OGs now. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're putting that game back in the airwaves. The Congressmen takeover. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
Yes, sir. Nice. Intox Prime, you know what I'm saying?
Intox Prime.
Probably gonna hit it a lot on the album.
Right. Yeah, we only have like 4 features out of like 11 songs. So there's gonna we got a good mix of shit. It's pretty cool. Because it was like some songs, it was weird how it worked out, because it would be like some songs you would be like taking over more of it, and then some songs I'd be taking over more of it, and then sometimes we were just mixed, and then it was like, I mean, it was
cool. The way
everything
it all
was
came together.
and we weren't trying to do any of that, like on purpose. It just the way that it played itself out.
Because we've been talking about this album for a minute, like you said in the beginning.
Yeah, we've been talking about this album for a while. You know, it's evolved too, because I remember one time we were talking about calling it presidential candidates.
Yeah,
we was going to go from "we approve this message" to presidential candidates, and then we never figured out how that worked in the whole scheme of it. We just didn't, never made sense for some reason, because we never pursued it too strong. And then as we were going, we were still keeping it alive with different songs and things we would do. Right. We'd do a Congressman song out of nowhere somehow, and drop some stuff or whatever.
We'd say some shit.
Right.
Like we was the Congressman.
I mean, we even did the quarantine album, the mixtape, the quarantine mixtape. We had like Congressman vibe on there in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we always had this vibe that we would work with, that crew, that was the Congressman. And so we always had it. It was always there. It was always a tool in our pocket,
Right.
So, but then, like I said, over the last year, within the last year, it just melded together, created itself in a way.
Right.
It wasn't a lot that we had to do, really.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like we've been working hard at this album for fucking months or nothing. It was just coming together.
Right.
And the next thing we knew, it was done. And then we were like, this is the product we have. What do we do with this? And then we were like, let's run with it. July 4th.
Rocket ships. Send another one up there. Send another one up there. We dropping shit, yo. Straight up.
Yeah, so that's why it's so cool to put this album together, man.
Yeah.
It just felt right. Felt like everything was coming together. All the blocks were clicking,
No doubt, no
so,
doubt.
Yeah.
Shit. Do we want to give them one more to go out, or are we just going to...
I don't know. What do you think? We can. I don't know. I don't want to give them too much, though,
Just fade it on their ass, yo.
Okay.
Play it and fade it.
All right. Where do we want to go? Let's go.
I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to people. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. I don't even do it. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the pussy.
Because Congress has been a breeding ground for a hostile work environment for far too long. He's chasing me around the desk, trying to get his hands on me. And he looked at me and he paused and he said, "Where did you bring your knee pads?" These harasser propositions such as, "Are you going to be a good girl?" to perpetrators exposing their genitals, to victims having their private parts grabbed on the house floor. The thought of being somehow subject to reprisals, all of that has an effect. The chief of staff held my face, kissed me, and stuck his tongue in my mouth.
Sexual allegations
Got me tripping and I don't know what to do.
I can never harass you, never.
I'm so sick of allegations.
So how the hell am I supposed to talk to you?
Let's discuss harassment.
What the hell is going on in the land of the free?
That's how we did. And then they're going to go, what? One more? July 4th. Come check us out.
Yeah.
That's how we do
Straight
it.
up, though.
Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox.
Yo, you got motherfucking Prime Mr. Prim up in this bitch.
Congressmen take over. Catch y'all on the next one.
Doses.